Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's me again. It's Friday, the 7th of November of this year. Very nice, very cool, I know. Today, very epic, very nice. We will be looking forward to episode 8 of me gaming the Nukitashi game. Yippee! Yep. And there I am. Very nice. Oh no. What a day. What a day. But I got quite a lot of stuff done today. Kind of, not really. Played around with some stupid things. For this right here video that you are watching right now. Maybe you can already see some changes that have been made. Man, I played around with stuff for like the last almost 2.5 hours, and it was just bruh. And I still don't even have like a chat window. Like, bruh. Oh man. But yeah, I've been feeling a little wacky throughout the last 48 hours, I think. I don't know why or what happened exactly. Things have just been a little bit weird, I guess one could say. Not really sure why exactly. My nose is all kinds of fucked up, but that's kind of whatever. Kind of whatever, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Basically though, today I woke up at like 2-ish, I think. And it was like, hey, that's nice. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do some stuff and like do my clay shit and get some big time work done and whatnot. But then I kinda just struggled with getting out of bed and just fell asleep for another 3 hours, and then it was like 5 p.m. and I was like, oh damn. That again. That's an L. So I didn't really end up doing much of anything, but then it was like, well, too late to do clay stuff, just in time to try and figure this shit out. Yeah. If we was still up on the Twitches over here, that would be cool. But no, can't have the Nukitashi games on the Twitch because that is oh so evil and oh no. Too much for this here most righteous Christian platform. Grr! Man, fucking hate this shit. Hate my chungus ass life, man. But whatever. That's me, that's my day, that's today. Hope you got all that important for the post-stream exercise stuff or whatever. Big time lore and whatnot. Huge. So that aside, it is doobie time for the Nukitashi.exe to be fired up, I think. Yeah. Do that, please. Gruppo. Very nice. Move over there. Very nice. Artemis. Aro. Very nice. Yeah. Things used to be so good, man. But, yeah. It is what it is. It's fine. Not much of a big deal, really. That aside, though, quick epic recap. As for We Bone the Night, probably. We got introduced to Hinami-chan, who happens to be a rather small young lady. She's of age, of course. But she's quite tiny. And in the chest area, there's not a whole lot going on, so people, I don't know, do tend to be mistaking her for someone who may not be included within the necessary thingy stuffs and whatnot of the perverted sex law or whatever. And because of that, yeah, she feels left out and is frustrated and is always just seeing everyone having lots of fun. But she's not part of it because everyone is avoiding her for some reason. And for the average peasant on Sedan Island, this might be, you know, that might be okay, that might be acceptable, right? But at least for her own class and maybe even schoolmates, I feel like those at least should know and be aware that there should be anything too wrong with her. I don't know. I'm not really. Yeah. And because of all that, her self-esteem, I think, is being hit a little bit. And she's like, oh no, I am so ugly, no one likes me. Pain pickle. Big Sedge. How could they be doing her like this, man? They don't know! They don't know what they could have! Fucking hell. Stupid. But yeah. She somehow ended up with the main gang of Junosuke, Asane and Nanase, and they took her to their secret underground base. That's basically what happened last time. We also had a secret, mysterious encounter with a seemingly young boy, or whatever. But I don't know. But yeah, things are picking up, or have picked up last time quite a bit, and we got way more than just an introduction for a new character. Very nice. Let's go. Waiting at the NLNS headquarters here. Very pogy. I like. What I don't like is when they sometimes don't have any music at all. That's a little bit, I don't know, but whatever. But yeah. Voice acting, reader voice is being loaded in now. Let me have a sip and then I'll be... Tasty liquids. Yeah, then I'll be ready. As per usual, it's way too late and stuff, but whatever. 21:29. That's basically prime time still. But whatever. Junosuke at the helm, as per usual, I think. Oh yeah, and he's like dripped out with these fancy glasses and stuff now. They showed off some of the equipment that they have now last time. Very pug. But anyway, welcome to the secret underground base of the NLNS. Which I don't know what that stands for again. Maybe they have not mentioned that yet, but I feel like they probably did, and I just... as it just so happens all the time, forgot again. Yippee. Whatever. There she is. Hinami-kun. Ohayo. What? Crazy secret underground society. These guys are in league with the aliens, for real, for real. What the heck is this place? Was this always underneath our school? I never even knew. Well, that's great. That means our secret society is a secret society. Very nice. Well, naturally. Only the members in our organization know about it. We were pretty surprised, ourselves, when we first set foot in here too. I know that's right, and getting here was no easy feat at all. There was this creepy old man and he was like, "Password, please." And then we were like, "I don't know, man." And then he was like, "Ah, well, whatever. I guess that makes sense. Do you want to do something about what's going on the island?" And then we were like, "Yeah, sure, man," and he just let us in. Very nice. Very nice. Emotoki. Asane-chan. Literally, who gives a shit? I am freaking bushed. Because we just got the after like this nice, epic, long run from the police or whatever. The SHO, Special Combat Corps or whatever. Scary, scary indeed. Asa flops down on her back on the sofa. They even got a sofa here. That's crazy. Legal only. That makes sense though. I feel like Junosuke doesn't know her name yet. But yeah, the legal only stands there, staring all around the room. She seemingly spends forever looking around the place, but then she stands in front of me and stares me down, with her eyes as white as dinner plates. Yippee! Man, I can't believe you've got a base here and everything. Who are you people? I touched on it earlier, but to recap, we are the NLNS, an anti-copulation front. Yep. Bunch of virgins here, basically. And you're one too, so you're already included in the gang. Unlucky, bro. Anti-copulation front. What? We are a secret society, obviously, that seeks to help those who value pure love and to serve justice to those who propagate perversion. with the flip, man? Basically.
つまりは島のドスケベ条例で強制的にエッチしなきゃいけないのが嫌な人たちが集まってお互いを助け合う部活動みたいなものよ。
Yeah, so basically, we're a group of people who refuse to abide by the island's perverted sex law, and we are always looking for new allies. Glad to have you here, young lady.
へえ、なるほど。
なるほど。
ごめんね、わかりづらくて。この人はその悪い童貞をこじらしてて。
Sorry. This guy is just not the best explainer. He just has to center everything around his virginity. Fuck you, bitch.
黙んなさい、バカ。
Fuck you, asshole. I clear my throat and start anew. Named Junosuke Tachibana, second year student and leader of our secret society, the NLNS. Also virgin and very proud of it.
よろしくね。童貞の立花くん。
Ouch. It's a pleasure, Mr. Proud Virgin Tachibana-kun. Can we not belabor that point, please?
ごめんなさい。扱いがめっちゃめんどくさい男なのよ。
I'm so sorry. He's just a real pain in the ass to deal with. And over there, lazing about, is my little sister, Asane Tachibana. First year, go on, Asa. Say hi.
私、可愛い系の女の子とかはあんまり興味ないから、年上とギャル以外はノーサンキューっす。
Ah, yes. Most energetic. Again. Good day. Sup. Can't really say I'm into the cutesy girly girl type. If she's not the old and preppy type, I say frig off with that.
そうなんだ。あ、好みがはっきりしてるっていいよね。
Oh, really? I guess it's pretty cool how open you are about what you like, I guess.
ほんとごめんね。この兄弟悪い病気なの。ちょっといろいろこじらせすぎてて。
Seriously, I'm so sorry. These siblings have a terminal case of the stupid virus. They just make everything worse. All the time.
それで、私が片桐七瀬、2年生よ。で、美濃月に通ってるなら知ってるわよね。悪いんで。
I remember that. Hinami-chan was quite interested in getting to know you. Anyway, I'm Nanase Katagiri, second year. Wink. I suppose if you go to Minotsuki Academy, you've heard about me. I'm kinda infamous there. That said, now you probably might be wondering what I'm doing here, considering this is the Virgin Secret Society and stuff. Well, you see... Oh man. The stupid virus is spreading.
ちょっとだけだけど、すごい有名な七瀬ちゃんだよね。
Yeah, I've heard some stuff. You're like a big celebrity, aren't you, Nanase? The girl's response is a little apprehensive, but Nanase is used to this and shrugs. Her outward appearance doesn't make her look like a person who would get along too great with children.
それで、あなたのお名前はなんていうの？
So, what was your name again?
私は渡来ひなみっていうんだ。よろしくね。
Yeah, I still don't remember if this name is like big time important, but now that I see her last name Watarai, I'm pretty sure it's not. But I'm about like a couple of mouse clicks away from finding out the truth about that one. My name is Hinami Watarai. Nice to meet you. Hinami Watarai. Charmed. Doesn't seem all that important. I'm kinda surprised. You're at a sexual age. But you seem to hate sex as much as us. So with that in mind, you will consider joining the glorious cause of our NLNS, right?
ううん私すごくエッチがしたくなかったわけじゃないんだ
No. I'm actually not all that against the idea of having sex. It's just that no one wants to fuck me, man. Ah! No. It's okay. It's okay. Surely you can still have a spot here, right? Say what? Could you be an enemy? A government plant, perchance.
何でもすぐ敵味方で判断するの愚かすぎない
Why do you have to make everything into a for us or against us thing, dumbass? Well, if you're not our enemy, then why? You're not an anti-copulator, so why haven't you ever had sex?
それはね誰にもエッチに誘われなかったから
Well, about that. Nobody's ever asked me to have sex with them. So, oops.
多分私すごい貧乳で顔もブスだからみんな私とエッチするの嫌だったんだね
I think it's because I got no titties, and I'm a butterface. As if anybody's gonna want a piece of that. Am I right? Yeah. Damn. That's rough. Also, is it just me? Or does it feel like the music is way louder than the voice acting today? I may be cooked, but I'm going into the config man. Frig you a little. Like that, probably. Some more power here. Surely that's gonna work out, right? Maybe. Nanas and I unconsciously look at each other. And Asane, oi. Whatever.
いえそれは多分
Here it comes, man. Here it comes. I think you might have it wrong. Yeah, I don't think your boobs or your face have anything to do with it. Eh? I think the main reason nobody asks you for sex is, well, how to put this? It's cause you look lowly as fuck. Yo. According to the law on this island, sex is strictly forbidden with anyone who hasn't yet reached sexual maturity. That was firmly emphasized when we entered the island by the SHO as well, so tourists would never lay a finger on Hinami. But again, that just works for those guys, right? She still goes to school with like a bunch of people and all that, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I feel like this is a massive plot hole. And that's turning this into a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 SMH. Also, Haru Ergeeskun. Is me on time? 20 minutes late. Probably. But that's me, basically every day as well, so... Hehe. Hehe. I gotta start making use of the schedule feature, I think. But, I'm always late, so, yeah. I don't know. Hehe. Haha. But I basically just started, so whatever. The little lolly blinks her eyes in astonishment.
でもさ学園の人たちは私のこと同級生だって知ってるんだよ。
But what about the students? They all know I'm the classmate. And that's exactly what I'm... like... That's what I'm so confused about. I don't get it either. I mean... The tourists don't know. And since everyone just uses the eyes and it's like... Huh? Okay. That's fine for them. But everyone else who should clearly be aware that their classmate obviously is, you know... It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
それはちょっと理由わかるかも。
I think I can take a good guess about that. What do you mean?
この島の人間は小さい頃からロリには絶対手を出しちゃいけない、襲うと重罪だって言い聞かされてるのよ。
People on this island get it drilled into them right from a young age that you do not try to lay a finger on lollies. Doing that is a crime. But she's your classmate! Like, what? Of course, none as to being a transfer student herself, it's pretty clear that this is just a hunch of hers.
だからひなみちゃんが条例対象年齢だと分かっても、エッチしたらこいつはロリコンだから本物のロリにも手を出すかもしれないって思われるかもでしょ。
So even if they all know that she's legal, which, you know, they should, right? If someone tried to make a move on her, someone else might think that guys are nuns, and that he would probably go after a real lolly if he could. Like, I mean... I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. I don't get it. I think it's weird. And all these people are evil. Or whatever.
なるほど。エッチするだけでリスクがあるわけですね。
Naruhodo. So even just trying to sex her up would be risky. So basically you're saying that's the real reason why no one wants a piece of that thing in front of me. People just aren't canny-maxing these days. Seems that way. A most unfortunate happenstance, I suppose. A little bit taken aback here, are we? She pauses as the cold shower of reality hits her in the face. When you realize that you're not as big of a girl as Ba-chan and Oji-san always say you are. Tehe.
私ってそんな子供っぽい顔してるかな。
Do I really look that childish? Evidently, she has a hard time trying to process this unexpected truth.
確かに身長は周りよりちょっと小さいし、胸も平べったいけど、それ以外は普通だよね。
Okay, so I'm slightly shorter than everyone else, and slightly flatter than a pancake to boot, but everything else about me is pretty normal, isn't it? I wouldn't just say you look childish, ma'am.
子供そのものっていうか。
You literally look like an actual child. Actually.
へえ、すごく可愛いと思うわ。
Yep, a real cute one too. We all not in unanimous agreement. Meanwhile, Hinami is shivering at the realization.
私、無理だったんか。無理だから襲われなかったんか。
So, I'm a loli then, and that's why nobody wants to screw me. I hate the Stan government. And that's why she's joining us. For different reasons. But as a fellow virgin, we can look past some of these minor differences and stand united nonetheless. Yippee! In the end. She's a textbook example, in fact, but it seems that she's been completely unaware of that fact up until now. You poor thing. Or as they would probably say in the anime, kawaiso. Or whatever.
純ほどじゃないにしても、ちょっとかわいそうね。
Oh! That's what she said. He knows! Okay, man. Calm down. I kinda pity you, though. Not quite on Jun's level, but still.
この残念さは NLNS に入る資格ありだね。
Yep, this kind of despair should automatically qualify you to join the NLNS. She makes it sound like the organization I founded is full of losers and misfits.
けど、ここは条例を破るための組織なんだよね。みんな悪い子たちなんだよね。
But still, this organization wants to destroy the perverted sex law, right? You're all a bunch of delinquents, right? I wouldn't say it like that, you know. It's actually just a political movement or whatever. Huh?
気持ちはわかるけど、そういうの良くないと思うよ。私悪いことしてる人たちには協力できないもん。
I get how you losers and misfits feel and all, but I don't think it's right. I just can't help a bunch of virgins who do bad things like this. Yeah. Now we're fucked. Anyway, Nanase, tie her up. She's going into the back room. We can't let her outside again. Terrorist organization. Kind of, I suppose. I mean, they are armed and stuff, actually, right? Maybe that's not even so wrong. I don't know. I exchange looks with Asane and Nanase. She does have a point there, so it's not the easiest to refute. However, now that she's seen our base, we can't very well just let her be on her merry way. Our future depends on this place. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but even if you go back to your normal life tomorrow, you're still not going to be able to have sex. Okay. Strong-arming her now, with facts and logic. Oh, not yet. So logically, you're just going to be naturally going against the law anyway, right? We're all in the same boat here. Naruhodo. He's playing the you're just as much of a lawbreaker as us card. Virgins on this island. Yeah, I know that's right.
だったら今後は積極的にアピールしてこよう。
Well, I'll have to start being more proactive then. Oh, and how do you plan to do that?
胸に成人済みですって書いたバッジつけたりとか。
I could like get a little patch on my chest that says, I'm legal. Naruhodo. Clearly not the government trying to get one over me by luring me in. Or something. Nice try, SHO. I'm not falling for that one.
ああ、幼稚園児とかがつけてる。
Damn. Like one of those things they have in kindergarten. Oops.
かわいいお花の形をした。
Yeah, with the cute flower shapes. That's lowly as fuck, man. What are you doing?
ロリじゃないですけど。
Lowly じゃないですけど. Grr. She crosses her arms, clearly infuriated.
私もう怒ったからね。絶対このチームになんて入ってあげないからね。
I'm really miffed with you people, alright? I'm never joining your stupid team, and that's that. Well, this is quite the impasse.
子供は50だからね。
Kids these days are so stubborn.
子供じゃないですけど。
I'm not a kid either. The stubbornness really isn't going to help our situation any. Cute little psyop. Yeah, kind of. I turned to Nanasa, hinting in my expression that I could use a little help.
はいはい、仕方ないわね。ねえ、ひなみちゃん、よく考えてみてくれるかな。
Okay, fine, I'll talk to her. Say, Hinami, just think about this for a moment, okay? Thus speaks the slut with the weird teardrop mole, sounding for all the world like a wise older woman, comforting a child.
ひなみちゃんとドスケベセックスしようとするようなやつって、さっきの変態さんしかいないんじゃないかしら。
Maybe the only guys who would want to have sex with you are just like that pervert you encountered earlier.
それは。
Well,
ありていに言えばロリコンだよね。
bluntly speaking, they are lolly-liking kitty diddlers.
ロリじゃありませんけど。
But they're not the lolly though. Quiet you. Shut up, you mouth. Okay.
ね、それってとても悲しいことだと思わない？
So, don't you find it sad to have to go through life like that? Yeah.
初めては大好きな相手と素敵な体験がいいものね。
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if your first experience was a lovely one with your beloved partner? Ah. Thinking big time here. She holds her head and groans uncomfortably.
やっぱりそうだよな。初めてのエッチは好きな人としたいしな。
You hit the nail on the head. If I'm gonna lose my cherry, I would want it to be to someone I like.
どうせこのままだったら悪い子になっちゃうんだから、それならグレちゃえば。でもな。
Besides, if I stay the course, I'm just gonna be a bad girl anyway, so I guess I get nothing to lose. But still,
悩みが健全というか、いい子すぎて怖い。
her concerns are so pure. Oh my god, it's scary how good a girl she is.
小さい子っていつもコロコロしてて可愛いわよね。
Wow! Gotta love cute girls that lays around all the time. Mitsakai desu. Yippee! But she's not just lazing around all the time, but I get it, but like, yeah.
なんだ、敵か？
Say what? Are you an enemy? Can you not steal your reactions from your stupid brother, please?
とりあえず揺らぐところまでは来たわ。最後の一押しさえすればコロって落ちるんじゃない？
Well, anyway, she has lost her hesitation now. Probably just need like one more push to change her mind. Alright, I will try and find her weak point. By the way, what class are you in, Hinami?
私は1組だよ。
Huh? Oh, I'm in the first classroom. Okay.
あれ、私も1組だろ。
Huh. So am I, actually. So, they are classmates, but they don't know each other? What the?
あら、じゃあ同じクラスだったの？意外な偶然ね。
Oh, so that makes you two classmates. Funny coincidence, that. But I don't recall seeing her with the other first class students.
私1年1組じゃないよ。
No, I'm not in class. One. You know. Uh-huh.
私3年1組だもん。
I'm in class 3-1. AKA she's a third year already. And she still looks like a kid, man. This couldn't get any better. I mean, what? Huh? You're a third year. When is she going to explain her little wrestling hobby, though? With the folding chair and all that.
1個下の B 等部じゃなくて。
Like, you're not in the B level grades?
A 等部の3年生だよ。
Nope, I'm a third year in the A levels.
本当に本当？
本当に本当？マジで？
本当に本当だよ。
Really as real can be. So, you are our senior then? The tables have turned, and now we are the ones finding ourselves with the whites of our eyes gaping in astonishment at the sudden revelation. This textbook lowly being a year above me. Who would have thunk it? Very well then. Would you care to join our organization and help some of your juniors out then?
いいよ。後輩の頼みだったら先輩断れないもん。へへへ。
Huh? Of course. There's not a senior in the world who wouldn't lend a shoulder to a junior in need. Hehehe. Bacana, no? Just a moment. Just a moment ago you were calling us out for being lawbreakers as well. You included, of course, but different reasons and such. And now you're just like... Of course, Kohai-kyun. I got your back, yo. You make no sense, man. What the hell? And with that last push, or some such kind of, not really a push, but Hinami, our senior, readily agreed to our proposal. It's like
本当に。
Hontoni. Honto da yo. Hehehe.
子供だ。
A child. Kodomo da. Oh well.
よーし。じゃあ先輩として私もこのチームで頑張るよ。一緒にエッチなことから逃げようね。
Righto. This senior's gonna step up her senior game and help your team out. We're all in this running away from sex thing together. Yatta! At least it all worked out in our favor in the end, I guess. Yippee! Bing! Funny little microwave sound going off there. I've been starting my mornings in front of the stove a lot lately. Housekeeper, please. Hello. We got the Hinami hard carry. I wonder. Surely being a third year can, you know, give her some sort of benefits in school at least that we could maybe make use of, but I wonder. That said, perchance you could use her as like an excuse while you're like walking around outside as well, like oh I can't do some rough Nakadashi type sex right now because I have to take care of this here um much very so lowly like lady here. Tehe. But who knows? I don't. I am clueless. Moving on. Chalked it up to me reheating all the food Nanase has been making for us in advance. Nothing like a delicious meal to help clear up feelings of listlessness. Very nice. As a secondary effect or something, Asa has been waking up on her own lately. Just for that premium bitchy food, I guess. If I leave you to your own devices, there's a chance you'll monopolize Nanase's cooking and eat it all yourself. Can't have that now, can we? And you should talk, because clearly I think you would do much the same and perchance even worse. I took my eyes off her for a moment and she ate 2 days worth. So we ended up needing Nanase to come over every day. Aye. You are a gluttonous little rascal, you know that. Not like I don't understand how you feel though. Look. Knowing that Nanase directly touched the stuff with even a micrometer of her fingertips or skin just gives me the warm and fuzzies inside. Wouldn't you agree? I wouldn't actually. I just think it tastes really nice, but you do you, I guess. Every little bit of ananasinium I collect transforms me little by little into Nanase, and eventually I will turn into her completely. Now, that would kind of suck, actually. That would be a bit of a problem. Think of all the weirdos that would be coming after you now. Bad idea, bad idea. By your logic, won't I end up turning into Nanase too then? Naruhodo. Hell yeah, 3 of them. Let's go. Makes the threesome that much better, I guess. Why the sudden elation? Yeah. Just thinking about the Nanase self-cessed threesome. Of course. The most obvious conclusion in that case. Right. Let's have no more of that kind of talk, please. Sometimes I worry for this girl's future. Don't you get it, bro? Just imagine how cool it would be to become a cute girl and masturbate and stuff. Huh. Well, if you're saying it like that, then... okay. I'm way ahead of you there, noob. I've even fantasized about being molested. I feel like he might be a little bit gay. I don't know, man. What am I supposed to say to that? What? We just had this happen yesterday. Come on. Ah,
女体化願望ある兄好き
who would have thought my bro's into gender swapping? Ski. Love you too, Ne-chan. Warm embrace time. We share yet another warm hug. Seriously, we are such close siblings. I can call Asa getting up by yourself progress as well. If food's on the table, then yes, but otherwise... Well... I'm glad she's looking forward to everyday life in a positive light now. Right, time to go off to school. School?
やだやだ外出たくないの
Nah, I don't want to go outside. Well, I guess that hasn't changed, huh? She still loves being a shut-in. If you're not coming, then I'll just go by myself. That's fine, right?
やだ兄と一緒に引きこもるの
No. Please stay here with me. Please. You're such a little shit disturber. Okay.
だいたい童貞のくせに外出なんて生意気なんだよ
If anything, you got quite the cojones to walk your virgin ass out that door. I've got my gear. I'm strapped with eggs and stuff. I can protect myself out there, you know. Had to repeat that little comment, huh? Eat this! Flashbang! Or stun grenade, or whatever it was.
ねえ学校に行かないで配信サイトで女装配信して特殊な性癖の大人からお金もらおうよ
Come on, just forget about school and go buy some women's clothes online so you can fleece all the suckers who are into that sort of thing instead. Business. Naruto. When hell freezes over, maybe.
いやいや兄なら結構いい線いくよ
No, seriously, bro. You've got the body for it. Huh. Okay. I don't know. I lift and shit, so I'm kinda bulky.
いやいや兄は元が細いからゴスロリとか着て手のコードが隠しちゃえばあとは化粧でなんとかなるって
No, no, you're still pretty thin, so you could do like a goth lolly outfit. Maybe obscure your face with the back of your hand, do a little makeup and bada bing. She knows, huh? I know as well. Except sometimes you don't know. That's kind of the thing here, but like... Huh. Maybe. Really? You think it will work?
人気者になっちゃうかもしれないよかわいいかわいいってコメントシャワーがバーッとくるのって射精より気持ちいいらしいぞ
Seriously, you would be a hot topic. I hear getting flooded with comments about how cute you are feels even better than busting a nut. Gulp?
すべてを妹に委ねてみて今から化粧道具一式で下地から完璧に仕上げてあげるから
Huh. Your sis can handle this shit. I will get my whole makeup kit out and we will do everything. Right from the foundation up. Even I can look cute? I've always wanted to try it just once. Just as a joke. Little bit of trolling, you know. Oh, to have my wish to be a cute girl finally granted. Okay, man. From, I don't know, to, well, getting molested, actually. I mean... what? Shit! I might be gay after all. Huh. My eyes lock onto those of my parents in the photo. Yes, my dearly departed parents. I lost them in an accident. There was nothing suspicious about it. But I swore on their graves that I would educate my sister properly so that if someone ever asked her, she could tell them who the current Prime Minister happened to be. Well, who is the current Prime Minister in this here place anyway? Because, you know, Japan recently actually got a new one. Don't know her name though. But, I couldn't name her either. I don't even know who the top G in my own country is right now, actually. I mean, I kinda know. I have a bit of an image of the guy in my head, but like, what's his name again? Yeah. Yeah. Politics and stuff. Alright, Imoto of mine. Let's haul ass. We still got to... we still got school to go to today. Clearly. Big shocking.
ああ、新しい扉を開けることもできない育児なし。
Can't even take that first step into a whole new world, you big wuss. Chatter says her name was Sanae, I think. Not sure if first or last. Yeah, that's always a bit of a thing as well, right? But I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know. Basically, everyone in Nihongo town has two names, and using either is fine, really. Using one or the other just has kind of different social implications or whatever. Or yeah. Anyway, big sip time, so that I am well hydrated for school again. Yummy. My lovely gamer juices. Yippee. Back here again. But it probably feels much more safer to go to school now that they know how to get to their safe haven through the secret elevator codes. We get to school safely again today, coming in through the rear entrance. Over the last few months, we have been able to figure out how to go to and from school. So, are we clear? Be sure to pay attention, and if you don't understand something, feel free to put your hand up. The one good thing about this fucking place is that you can get a fairly normal education after all. You might miss half the classes because Miss Sensei is busy getting railed or whatever, but that aside, generally speaking, it's still like relatively normal, right? Haha.
兄、私が手を挙げる時があるとすれば一つだけ。お手上げの時だけさ。
Annie, there's only one time I will put my hands up. When the pigs get the drop on me. Okay. If you're gonna put up that I'm so badass front just to fool me, you will be sleeping alone the next time we have a thunderstorm. Oof. Get exposed.
ああ、兄に雷の時光った時間と音が鳴った時間の差から落ちた場所の距離を計算してもらうのが唯一の楽しみなのに。
What? You know, one of the only feeble pleasures I have in life is when you figure out how far away the lightning is by calculating the time between the flash and the sound. A feeble pleasure, huh? I don't know. But I guess that's kind of cool, if you know how to do that. Well, maybe if you studied a little more, you would be able to do it yourself. Maybe. I stop once we pass through the school gate. Uh-oh. I spot a crowd of people in the middle of the grounds. And they're playing sports ball, naked. Or whatever.
いいか、この者たちは条例を破ってドスケベセックスを行わなかったどころか、プラトニックラブを貫くなどとのたまい、通常のセックスすら行わなかった。
How often does this happen? They're just sending people to the guillotine on the daily, man. Listen up, stupids. Not only did these people break the perverted sex law, but they were faithfully platonic with their love and didn't even have regular sex. Monka.
これは青蘭島に住む人間の義務を放棄したことを超越し、人間としての摂理すら妥起したも同然である。
This goes above and beyond the mere abandoning of their responsibility as island residents. They may as well be spitting in the face of their own human nature.
よってドスケベ条例にのっとり、この者たちをギロチンの刑に処す。非生産者ども、もしいるのならば刮目するがいい。
So, in accordance with the perverted sex law, they shall now be punished on the guillotine. And if any non-procreators happen to be present right now, you'd best observe carefully.
やめてくれ。
Don't look at it, Asa. I cover her eyes and avert my own gaze. Okay.
すまん、金玉絞り取られる。
Man, these sports sessions really are quite something, huh? Something about balls being sucked dry or whatever. Yeah. Little funny thing on the side, maybe. I added a bunch of new stuff to my funny little slideshow. Now, since I never actually see that thing myself, right? I don't know if, you know, but I do wonder sometimes, like, huh? Do I have enough stuff in there, or like, nah? But like, I don't know. Anyway, tehe, silly. Someone abandoning all dignity and giving into an epic cum face is something I can't watch. Who? An epic cum face. Annie. That could be us, man. What are you doing? We can't do anything right now. Nothing but wait. I clench my fist so hard, my nails end up drawing blood. Okay, bro. All I can do right now is wait. But someday, I'm gonna crush this damn perverted sex law into the ground. Okay. You do you, I guess. Another day of classes comes to an end. All around, the school is filled with people awash in the feeling of liberation, of something big coming to an end today. But not me. for me, it's the feeling of something beginning.
あ、わたちゃん、これ借りてた漫画超良かったよ。
Wata-chan, here's the manga I borrowed from you. It was so good.
本当？ならよかった。
え？
あの告白シーン素敵だよね。私胸がキュンキュンしちゃった。
Look, it's Hinami Wata-chan. Watakiri? What was her last name? I don't remember. But Watamato. Really? Glad you liked it. Man, that confession scene was lovely, wasn't it? I could feel the butterflies in my tummy.
うん、よかったよね。でもその後のセックスシーンがあっさりしてたよね。愛のささやきばっかりでガンガンバックでついてくる感じがなくてさ。
Yeah, that was so sweet. But I gotta say, the sex scene after that was pretty plain. It was just a bunch of whispered nothings, no one getting reamed up the ass or anything. Like, what the hell?
あ、そっかな。
そうかな。
告白の後にがっつりドスケベする漫画あったらまた貸してよ。それじゃあね、わたちゃん。
If you have any mangas where they do really freaky shit after the confession, let me know. Later, Wata-chan.
またね。
Mata ne. Wata. That's what they write on Twitter quite a lot. I don't know what it means. But they're always like, Wata and Arkezi. But that just means Rakugaki, which is like work in progress or whatever, I think. But I don't know what's up with Wata. But whatever.
ってなんだ、立花くんか。こんにちは。
Uha. Oh, it's just you, Tachibana. Hey there.
今わたちゃんって言った？
Wait, you just called me Wata-chan, didn't you? Did not, Wata-chan.
言ったよ。ねえねえ、私先輩だよ。ちゃんと敬ってよ。
Did so. Look, I'm your senior here, you got that? Let's see you show some respect. As you wish, senior of the year.
うんうん。それでいいんだよ。よくできたな、立花くん。えらいえらい。
Yes, yes, that's the ticket. Very nicely said, Tachibana-kun. That's a good boy. So what, I just have to call her that and she will be happy? Or does it not matter?
かがんでくれなきゃ頭撫でられないな。
You know, I can't pat your head if you don't crouch down. I suppose you're right.
待っててね。こういう時のためのアイテムが。
Heh, watch and be amazed. I've got just the thing for times like... I'll lift you up instead then. Aye. She was about to get out the chair, man. Is that why she's bringing into school all the time? Just so she can have some of that extra height / reach for I don't know what purposes really, but I guess this would be one of them. Petting her fellow classmates' head while they're getting reamed up the ass, for example. But in that case they should probably already in most cases be bending over a little bit, making it easier for her, which would then make the chair kind of pointless, no? Yeah. Okay.
だから私先輩なんだってば。怒るよもう。えらいえらい。
I'm your senior here. Damn it. Stop pissing me off, you. You good boy, you. Grr. She's fuming, but petting my head anyway. You're an awfully cute and honest loli, you know that.
ロリじゃないですけど。
ロリじゃないですけど。こら。てめえ。Bonking you over the head with my chair the next time I see you, bro. I put her down, and then she picks up her bag, and oddly enough, the metal folding chair as well. So, what brought you here anyway? School, I guess? Huh?
貸してた漫画を返してもらいに来たんだ。ここのフロアの子だから。
Oh. Just came to collect the manga I lent to another girl. Her class is on this floor. Because second and third graders have their own, like, flaws. I remember. Not sure how they assigned those, but they kept separately from one another. I remember. We don't even have that over here. We just have one big fat school building, and then it's like, well, that class just graduated, so you guys, this is your new classroom now. For the next however many years, and the guys next to you are already like 3 grades above you, but who cares? I don't know. It's just a thing they do, man. What am I supposed to say? It's just interesting. Aye. So, that girl would be the same age as me, right?
そうだね。
Yeah, I guess. It looks like all sorts of people talk down to her. Well, with her appearance, telling them to think of her as a senior would probably be a hard sell.
それで、立花くんはどうしたの？おトイレ？
So, what about you then? Bathroom? I'm on my way to the base, actually.
だったら私も一緒してもいいかな？
Then can I come with you? Of course. You're already an official member of our organization after all.
そうだったな。そうだよな。学校に基地があるってなんだかちょっと嬉しいな。
I see. It's pretty cool knowing we have a secret base right here at school, isn't it? Yes, I suppose having a secret base is rather exciting.
だよね。そうだよね。
だよね。A literal child.
子供じゃありませんけど。
I'm not a literal child, though.
抜き出し。
Nukitashi!
わー、やっぱりここすごいところだよね。
Wow! This place is so seriously cool. This is actually a remodeled base that the Imperial Japanese Army were using back in the day.
もしかして立花くんが作ったの？
Were you the one who fixed it all up? Of course not. I smile wryly and move to my usual position. The 3D printing station area? But I did contribute this at least.
これって何？大きな機械だね。
What's that? Pretty big looking doohickey there. This is one of the newest models of 3D printer.
3D プリンターって立体的に物が印刷できるっていうやつだよね。
3D printer. Japanese. 100. You mean one of those things that lets you print out structures in 3 dimensions? Bingo! I use this to make TAEs. Tools for Assisted Escape. That's one way to make them sound cool, I guess. They're made to look like ordinary sex toys, like the ones we used yesterday.
あれって自分たちで作ってたんだ。すごいな。高そうだな。
Oh, so you made those yourself? Wow. I wonder how expensive that equipment is, though. That box over there uses the same type of heated laminating system I have at home, and it's relatively cheap. Yeah, again. Since I'm an aspiring, like, figure modeling dude. 3D printers and shit is not that expensive. Modeling software is already free. And you can get like probably an okay, alright entry-level printer for about, I mean, probably not 200, but over 200 for sure. It's not gonna be that great, but if we then, you know, put AI into the mix and just, you know, ouch. Ouch. They're doing some high-tech stuff here. And they're just printing sex toys. Heated lamp. Naruhodo. Foodstuffs. And that one over there, large enough to fit a person. What? Makes use of laser etching. Next to that, there's one using powder etching, and the one next to that is an inkjet model. So just a normal inkjet printer. But I see now. Laser printers, or etchers, I guess. Laser etching. Are pretty big then, huh? And the powder ones I've never really heard anything about, other than that one time when they tried to replace like the NBA basketballs against those 3D printed ones. That used to be a thing. That was really weird, but I guess the tech's pretty interesting. Very similar to the laser etching stuff where you just have some weird goop on like a base or whatever. And then the laser just goes through the goop, somehow like hardening it or whatever, and you just pull out whatever you're printing out of the goop. And the powder seems to be kind of the same. You just have like this big sandbox, and then the printer does its thing. And in the end you just reach into the sandbox and pull out whatever you printed. And instead of some weird goopy liquid, you have some weird, not goopy powder. Yeah. Naruhodo. 3D printing with Emke channel. Yippee! I don't have a 3D printer though. I wouldn't really have the space for that, but I've worked with one before, actually. Didn't really do anything crazy though, only for like 1 or 2 months, so... moving on. I see. Naruhodo. You really know your stuff, huh? A whole lot would probably set you back a cool 20 million yen or so. Those other printers are probably quite expensive then, huh? Because again, just a normal 3D printer. I guess the kind of high-end tiers is like the thing right there. They're super high-tech and stuff. The newest of the new. And the best of the best. So probably actually, yeah, really expensive. That said, how much is 20 million yen in other currencies? That's like a lot. Reminds me, another thing to stall on. On Monday, my package from Japan came in. Very pog, very pog. Shit was hella fucking expensive. I don't even know how expensive because it's in yen, so I was like, that's not real money. And it's definitely, yes, in my own currency, right? So don't think about it too much, don't think about it too much. That said though, they kind of chose to send my 16 ordered items in like the biggest available box that they had. I've already have like a bunch of boxes in my room from like other figures and stuff. Things that I bought before, they just used them for storage. And now I have this massive box which is like at least twice as big as all the other already kind of big boxes in here, and I was like, how do I even fit this in here? So the next day I already started playing like Tetris with the boxes in my room and had to clean up quite a lot. Just to make sure that the new box has its own place here. It isn't like a big fat obstacle in my room. But yeah. Anyway. Big yen and stuff, right? Big yen and stuff. Haha. I haven't even opened it yet because I've just been busy cleaning and doing other stuff, but whatever. That's a topic for next episode. I'm not writing that down, but maybe I'll remember it then. Yeah. Moving on though, moving on though. 2000 万 500 万 I don't know what that means. But go is like 6, right? I could be wrong. Anyway. You weren't listening at all, were you?
今日も疲れた。あれ、いるのはジュンだけ？
Phew, another exhausting day. Oh, are you on your own, Jun? Implying that in the anime there should be a scene where he's just standing there, and when Katagiri Nanase comes into the room, there's just him right next to this big-ass table, and this little ahoge thing sticking out, which she does not recognize to be Wata-chan. Tehe. Looking forward to that one. Except I'll definitely forget until the time actually arrives, so oof. Small brain. Small member. Aye. Wata is here too.
先輩だよ。
That's senior of the year to you.
あんまりにちんまいロリすぎて見えなかった。
She is such a tiny loli, I didn't even see her.
ロリさんありませんけど。
But I'm not a loli. Asa ignores Wata-chan's fuming and yawns sleepily.
今日は早起きしたからもう眠たいしの自我を保てない。
I got up early today, so I'm dying of sleepiness. Annie. Wow. Right. I'm not going anywhere. Just gonna be working over here.
承知。では安心して。
Rogerino. That's reassuring. Snurg. Dies. Good night, or whatever. She leans back in the cardboard box lined with cushions and falls asleep.
寝ちゃった。なんか猫さんみたいだね。
She went right to sleep. Kinda reminds me of a kitty. I keep telling her she should find somewhere bigger to sleep in.
お兄ちゃんの近くがいいっていつもべったりなのよね。
She always sticks to you like glue too. Really likes to be near her bro, doesn't she? Hehe. Very cute. Tehe.
へえ、二人は仲良し兄弟なんだね。いいね。
Wow, You're pretty close siblings. Must be nice.
あれは特殊なのよ。二人で一人っていうか、二人でようやく一人前というか。
Well, they are quite unique. The two of them make up one person, or perhaps they are finally a whole person when together. Ditch.
何今の？
え？何今の？
睡眠時無呼吸症候群みたいで、ストレスかしらね。
Looks like obstructive sleep apnea. Probably stress induced. Okay.
そっか。二人とも転校生でいろいろ大変だったんだもんね。よーし。
Oh, she's all fired up now. I see. Guess you two had your work cut out for you, being transfer students and all. Righto.
ねえねえ、あさねちゃん。
Oi. She just went to sleep, man. And you're hitting her with the ne, Asane-chan.
おー。
Huh?
私のことはお姉さんって呼んでいいからね。
Feel free to call me One-san, if you wanna.
年下ってよりロリ枠か。妹ポジションを取られる心配はないな。
So, you're not younger, you're just tiny. Guess I'm in no danger of getting knocked off my little sister perch then.
だから先輩なんですけど。
I am literally your senior, damn it. Wata is bordering on tears.
なんだよなんだよ。どうしてみんなして私のこと子供扱いするんだよ。
I'm so freaking done. Why does everybody always treat me like a child?
そういえば、3年生に飛び級して入学した女の子がいるって話題になったことがあったわね。
That reminds me. I heard there was a girl in third year who had skipped a whole bunch of grades when she enrolled. It was a hot topic for a minute. Huh, I actually heard about that too. Somebody mentioned it to me not long after I transferred here.
そんな噂まで流されてるんか。私、飛び級だと思われてたんか。
Everyone just keeps bullying her. Unlucky. Unlucky. That's the sort of rumor they're spreading about me. They seriously think I skipped grades. And now it actually makes sense as well, right? Because yes, actually she is still a loli and stuff, but like, she really is because she's not old enough, she's just smart enough to be here with us. Naruhodo. Naruhodo. That's an L. Well, I guess that explains why the girls on my grade level look down on you. She really looks about to burst into tears now.
私、先輩なのに。小さいけど先輩なのに。胸が一番小さいけど先輩なのに。
I'm literally the senior here. I may be small, but I'm still a senior. I may not have any titties, but at least I have that. Darn it. Hey, stop making her cry. Seeing her cry is making me feel weirdly sad.
なんだ兄、童貞こじらせてロリコンになったんか。王道だな。
What's this, bro? Aggravating your virginity by turning into a proper nonce. How righteous of you. Wait, no. I'm just saying it's not cool to bully weaklings.
弱いものでもありませんけど。
I'm not a weakling.
まあまあまあ。ほら、わたちゃん。これなんだ。
No, no, no. Look, Wata-chan. You know what this is.
何かなそれ。ピンク色のボールがついてるけど。
Huh? What is that thing? It's got a pink ball-looking thing on it.
これはピンクローターって言うんだけど、
ああ。
このローター部分が取り外せてね。
This is called a pink rotor, but if you dismantle the rotor component,
紐の部分がビンって立った。
the string part is stiff and erect.
これはピンクローター型の発信機。紐はアンテナで、こっちのスイッチの部分でどこにいるかがわかるのよ。
This is a pink rotor-shaped transmitter. The string is an antenna, and you can tell where you are from pushing this switch. なるほど。More advanced spy style gear for the casual Japanese ninja.
すごいな。ところで元のピンクローターって何するものなの？
Oh, that's amazing. By the way, what's a pink rotor normally used for? Funny how the pink rotor doesn't even have any sort of name, it's literally just a pink rotor. Like 3D printer. But I guess it is what it is, and just makes it easier for me, I guess.
それはピンクローター知らないのね。
Well, I guess she doesn't know about these things after all.
無知を晒して七瀬さんに呆れられてるぜ、いつよ。
Dang, I'm dying of second-hand embarrassment at your ignorance over here. Since when were you some kind of background character making smart-ass quips from the sidelines in a comic strip anyway?
本当の子供みたいで可愛いんですけど。
God, she's literally just like a child. What a cutie.
やっぱりあのロリ敵か。
So, that Loli is an enemy after all. Will you quit it? She just lost children. Oh, I get it. It's not a proper triangle just yet. But if we go from here over here, then we go from here to over here, then that's a little bit unfortunate and an enemy type situation between these two. Kind of. Something like that, I guess. Unlucky. Poor Asane. It was bound to happen. Said.
七瀬ちゃん、噂に聞いてた時は怖いビッチな人かなと思ってたけど、そんなことなかったんだね。
Nanase. When I heard the rumors about you, I thought you would be a scary bitchy, does it? But that's not true.
怖いビッチって。ああ、童貞500人切りとか24時間耐久セックスね。あんなのただの噂よ。
Scary slut. Oh, you know, all that talk about gobbling up 500 virgins and laying pipe for 24 hours straight. It's all just rumors, really.
あ、そうだったんだな。どれも本当のことじゃないの？
Oh, I see. So none of that is true then?
そう。ただ逃げるのにちょうどいいから話を合わせてるの。
Nope. They just make for convenient excuses to get away when they need to. Aye. She's a crafty slut, ain't she?
何？あのね、もうビッチじゃないって分かったんだから、その呼び方やめてくれない？
What? Look, you know I'm not a bitchy, so can you please stop calling me that now? As far as I'm concerned, all non-virgins are sluts. Put that in your ass pipe and smoke it, you relatively pretty-looking slut you.
ヘタレ童貞が偉そうによく。
Well, la-di-da to that, you untouched dog ass.
そうだそうだ、やめろ童貞。
That's enough of that, cherry boy. Got a problem, sis?
あるよ、ビッチ最高だろうが。
Hell yeah I do. Sluts fucking rule. My sister's going around thinking non-virgins are people too. I'ma kill your ass.
お前の妹として生まれたことが私唯一の間違いなのだ。
My only mistake was being born a little sister to the likes of you.
あ
Grr.
喧嘩してるけど大丈夫？
Ah, no, they're fighting. Should we do anything?
まあいつものことだから毎日こんな感じなのよあの兄弟は。
Well, this is basically par for the course. Those two little twerps are like this every day.
怪我しないといいけどな。七瀬ちゃんはこのチームに入って長いのかな？
I just hope no one gets hurt. So, have you been with this team very long?
そうね。1ヶ月とちょっとくらいかしら。入った経緯も成り行きって感じで。
Well, I suppose I must have been here for like a month now. Circumstances kinda pushed me into joining, you could say. I don't know. I feel like she's been on the virgin route for quite a bit longer than we have been, actually. We learned about this hidden underground society at the same time, that is true. Oh, I mean, then they still joined at like the same time, but like, yeah, I don't know.
じゃあそういうエッチとかには本当は興味あるの？
So, are you interested in sex and stuff?
それはまあそうね。でもそういうことはやっぱり好きな人とじゃないとって思うから。
Well, I guess. But I think that should be done with the person you love too.
七瀬ちゃん顔真っ赤になってるね。意外だね。
Nana, see you're blushing. That's so unexpected. Right, barely managed to own my sister again. What are you guys talking about?
別に何でもありませんけど。
Damn, he just clowned on her. With both of his fists. And a big fat rider kick, huh? Yeah. Oh, nothing of much importance. You're a snappy one.
やっぱりエッチなことって大好きな人としたいよねって話だよ。
Hehehe. We were saying that we really do want to have sex with the person we love. Huh, you say some sensible things, Wata. She's right. There's something fundamentally wrong with having to copulate with just anybody. Ignoring the individual's feelings and making them have perverted sex is just wrong. As for me, I'm going to crush that perverted sex law and then have gay sex. Probably. While cross-dressing, obviously. I look at my palms. The fingernail marks from yesterday haven't healed yet. Maybe you should stop making yourself bleed with them then. They will probably heal without leaving scars at some stage. But I won't forget the pain. Ever.
立花くん、どうしてそこまでドスケベ条例を？
So, Tachibana, why exactly are you so against the law anyhow?
そんなにドスケベ条例を恨む理由があるんでしょ？
You must have some kind of reason to hate the perverted sex law this much, right? Well, I guess so.
もしよかったら聞かせてほしいな。辛いことがあったなら吐き出してほしいって思うよ。
I would kinda like to know, if you wouldn't mind. If it's to do with something unpleasant from your past, I think discussing it would help. Well, actually...
だってほら、私たち同じチームの仲間でしょ？
I mean, come on. We're all on the same team here, right? She's right. They are all like-minded and have the same sense of purpose. They are comrades that have the same objective and will fight with me. Well, I guess there's no sense in hiding it then. Yeah, why keep it a secret? They are my true comrades and all. I can trust them with the truth. The truth is, I begin speaking. To say the real truth now. That's right. I'm a virgin fag. Shocking. Indeed.
Huh?
Huh? Nani? Right, that's me. Through and through. Just like the Joker for real for real. I can't possibly love a girl unless they are pure. So much so that experienced girls disgust me. I am a complete and utter virgin fag. Eh?
私をビッチ呼ばわりしてきつく当たってきたから察しはついてたけど
Judging from how you so assholishly branded me as a slut, I figured as much. I value virginity above all. I despise women who spread their legs easily more than anything. The preppy perverted slut is in a class of her own. I can't even stomach games that have the sex scene immediately after the confession scene. Seriously, fuck those games.
いきなり大きい声出したわね
Oi, why are you suddenly raising your voice? What? You wanna know the definition of a non-virgin?
聞いてないんですけど
I don't think anyone asked. Obviously, it's someone who's had their mucous membranes touched in any way. Grrr.
ならキスしたらダメってこと
So, kissing is out. Some say there's different ways to judge newness and oldness. New, dead stock, used, whatever. But they're all non-virgins to me.
もう病気なのだわ
You're a real case, you know that. Fuck you, you used slut. You think you know what it's like? How I really feel? Well, guess what? You will never understand what being a virgin fag, like me, is really like. Let alone being dragged to this island crawling with sluts on top of that.
でもそれだけじゃないんだよねもっと大きな理由が別にあるんだよね
But that's not all, is it? You must have a bigger reason, right?
あれだけ SHO を恨む理由がきっと立花君にはあるんだよね
If you're that against the SHO, you must have a reason for that too, don't you? She looks at me with her pure and completely naive eyes.
ごまかさなくても大丈夫だよ私ちゃんと秘密にするよ
You don't have to hide anything from us, alright? I can keep a secret. You don't get it, do you?
だから私を信用してほしいな
I want you to trust me. Yeah, she's right. If these people are truly my comrades, my kindred spirits, I don't need superficial relationships. If I don't reveal my deep, dark fantasies, secrets, I can't entrust them with my life. I'm the one in the wrong here. I'll spill my guts out. These girls should be able to accept me for what I am. The truth is, Right. The reason I hate sex so much, that is, I can't get it up. Nani? What? Okay. That's kinda crazy though. How old are we again? Oof. Eh? I have fucking erectile dysfunction. Okay. I can't have perverted sex. Even if I try to do the nasty, I can't. And now they're going to be like, so you're just jealous then? That's crazy though. What the hell? Why? Because I cannot get erect enough to perform sexual acts. So when I'm jacking it, I only get kind of half hard. Well, to be honest, saying that I can't get it up isn't quite accurate. If I take my time and find myself in the right circumstances, I can get it hard enough. But my pickle is a fickle bitch. Even when using the finest loops on my own custom-made sex sleeves, the little bastard will still go limp on me in the middle of the action. And no matter how much I lift and do reps, the problem won't go away. So even if I try to make love to a virgin, I just won't be able to see it through. But seriously, people are taking this shit too lightly anyway. Even outside of this island, they're just throwing their cherries away like candy wrappers. Isn't virginity meant to be something precious to a girl? If you're gonna take it from them, you'd best be manning up, taking some responsibility, marrying them, and making damn sure they're happy after you do. Jesus, dude. As if a hole like you could understand. You know what an island that keeps creating non-virgin women through sex without love is to me? It's hot, fresh bullshit, is what it is. Virgin faggotry? That ain't it, chief. What was that? You only just woke your lazy ass up, shut-in virgin. You are seriously too reverent of virgin women, bro. They just don't have the experience. Yeah, well, building up the trust and then getting them that experience is the natural way that love is supposed to work. Things wouldn't work out well during intercourse with an intact virgin, and it would be embarrassing, but doing it with a slut with a wealth of experience means things would still be fun, even if they don't go well. Besides, there's no way you would be able to make a virgin wet with your foreplay skills, so how do you expect to improve your technique before you first experience it anyway? You just play too much eroge, so wake up and smell the coffee, you dumbass virgin. Blah 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 blah. Don't you ever shut up. I'm gonna murder your ass dead. Not while I'm still a virgin, asshole. I'll murk you into the next century. These guys are kinda fucked in the head, huh? So, yeah, this is our secret organization. Welcome aboard, Wata-chan. Tehe. Right. I'll do my best. Also, I'm still your senior, actually. I look at the clock, and it's just about to pass 6. It's about 10 past 11 actually, but sure. It's time to head on home. Time to demonstrate the true value of the NLNS now. On the way back home. Which kinda just gave me an idea. You know how sometimes in anime, of course, they have this epic going home club? Isn't that basically our main thing here as well? I mean, there's the way to school too, but that one we, for the most part, go about all by ourselves, except for Junosuke and Asane, right? But you know, that's kinda like, that's a thing. and it's probably a little bit easier to do that in the morning. But then on the way home, when everyone in school is leaving at the same time, and there's like close to no chance to be like, well, there just weren't any holds up for use, you know? So I just couldn't, you know? Also, I'm busy and the bucket relay and whatnot. That's different. That is going home club, hard-biff indeed. Like, what the hell? That's kind of all they do, because once they're home, and no one's really bothering them about anything. And it doesn't seem like they have like regular inspections like, how much pipe did you lay today? Or whatever. So it's really just like, we get to school, and then whenever it's time to do weird stuff, we just meet up at our hideout, and then after school, maybe have a bit of a meeting, and then try and just get home safely, using our fancy advanced technologies and TAEs, or TEAs, or whatever you call them. But yeah.
NLNS ってチームの名前だったよね。どういう意味なの？
NLNS. That's the team name, isn't it? What's it stand for? No love, no sex. Pretty straightforward. After all, our principle is that sex without love is inconceivable. I came up with that by myself, actually. Huh? Big virgin energy in that one too, huh? Our main activities are evasion and escape.
逃走と回避？
Doso tekaihi? Huh. In other words, we try to make our way home without being seen by anyone. AKA, again, the going home club, basically. Fortunately, the island's perverted sex law doesn't extend to investigating you in your own home. Nice! Yeah. Basically, it means that you're safe once inside your home, and you can break the regulations. In other words, our biggest objective is getting all of our members safely home. So usually we either get each member to their homes or leave them at a safe halfway point. So the problem is how to avoid the eyes of the FS and the SHO and get them home as quickly as possible.
なるほど。つまりレベルの高い帰宅部って感じなんだね。
Damn. I see. So in other words, you're a glorified go-home club. Heck yeah. Big smile. No way, man. They knew. Good job, author man, I suppose. Actually, now that you mention it, yeah, that's what we do. Honestly, it sounds a lot less cool hearing it described that way. Though she's not exactly wrong either. Yesterday we split up after confirming it was safe, but today we're going to be escaping to the safe location. If we make it through today, then it's the weekend, and we can be assured of 2 days' safety. A twist the only doorknob out of the space. Right, let's all get home safely again today. Nukitashi. Oh, cave time.
真っ暗だね。これって天然の洞窟？
I'm thinking, why are we leaving through the cave? Does it have multiple exits as well, or like... I mean, exiting through the elevator would just bring us back into the school building, so... I guess so we would at least escape whoever is in the building already by just using the cave? Yeah. Whoa. It's pitch black. Is this a natural cave? I don't know if this is a natural cave or not, but it's connected to a limestone cave. Limestone, huh? Just walk through the door and follow the path straight ahead. Ah yes, we are pretty close, apparently, to the rear gate, right? And you will come out here. Wow, we came out through the school's rear exit. Provided the rear gate is open, this route guarantees we can leave the school safely. You're right, we made it to the rear hill in no time. We won't run into anyone here. Shit's gonna get real now. Asa, hand me my special glasses. Or goggles, I guess, is what they are. Let's see. Deployment today is pattern foxtrot.
山のふもとに治安維持部型 SHO ガードマンが2人、住宅地には C 地区の通路に1人、D 地区の細路地に2人。
Ah, there are 2 SHO guards from the Public Order Maintenance Division at the base of the mountain. 1 in Residential District Sector C, and 2 in the alley in Sector D. Then let's implement escape pattern foxtrot. Let's go, Nanase, we're following you.
はいはい。あんたに任せるとどこ行くかわかんないもんね。
Right. Who knows where we would end up if you were leading? Nanase skillfully navigates the path, which is no more than an animal trail.
さっきのって SHO のお姉さんの居場所だよね。どうしてそんなことがわかるの？
So, that was where the SHO guards were back there then. How did you know about that?
SHO の陰形サスタグラムで近場のガードマンを探す機能があるでしょ。あの位置情報をぶっこ抜いてる。
You know how the CAN lab, important, can look up SHO guards nearby, right? Well, we hack into the app and make use of that info. It doesn't tell us their type or anything though. So we analyze the information coming from the security cameras installed around the island and use a program to determine what type they are. Asane only recently completed the application after spending a month on it. However, the tablet isn't capable of dealing with such functionality, so it's operating on her home PC remotely. Okay. Alright, we made it safely to our neighborhood.
すごい。本当に誰もいなかったね。SHO のお姉さんどころか町の人にも出会わなかったよ。
Sugoi! There really was no one along the way. Not only SHO guards, but we didn't even encounter any townspeople.
一応私も先行して安全を確認してるからね。こればっかりは長年逃げ回ってる私の勘が頼りだから。
I go on ahead to make sure it's safe. I've been running around for years now, so I can rely on my intuition.
でも思ってたよりは大変じゃないみたいでよかったよ。私どんなことするんだろうってずっとドキドキしてたんだ。
I'm glad it wasn't as big a deal as I thought it would be. I was nervous the whole way, because I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
まあこれは避難訓練。前儀みたいなもんだからね。
Well, this is basically a disaster drill. It's like first base to us.
ええ。私たちには本番があるのよ。
Yep. We've had our share of home runs already.
本番？
Home run? Nani? At any rate, we all got back safe and sound today. Best to be thankful for that. We should hurry now. Phew! Finally made it back to my humble abode.
そうね。わたちゃんの家、思ったより遠くにあったから。
Yeah, Wata-chan's home was much further than I had imagined. Your place is just up ahead, so you're bound to be fine walking around at this hour. See you tomorrow.
なに？わたちゃんは家まで送って、私はここでさよならなんだ。
Nani? You took Wata-chan all the way home, but you're saying goodbye to me here. It would be a pain in the ass if I ran into your parents. I can't just imagine the misunderstandings they would have.
へえ、何を誤解されるのが怖いわけ？
And what kind of misunderstanding are you so afraid of? They would probably mistake me for some kind of manhole.
それは考えすぎでしょ。
That is a serious reach there. What was that, you TMO nympho?
やめなさい、私の泣きぼくろをいじるのは。
Oi, leave my damn TMO alone. But it's in the perfect place for a slut.
インポ。
Oof.
インポ。
Impo. Remember that one. Oh man. That's crazy. Fuck you. Don't you ever fucking call me that again.
仕返しよ。じゃあ、また明日ね。
An eye for an eye and all that. See you tomorrow, Slick. For crying out loud. And here I placed my trust in her as a comrade and everything. I really could do without the teasing. Now I'm kinda tired. I grumble to myself as I untie my annoying shoelaces. Damn, okay. I have shoes with shoelaces as well, but I usually just manage to slip in and out of them. Because I'm not really that good at tying shoes myself either, but like, I just tie him and then just don't untie him and problem solved. Yes. Still, I thought it would get riskier with more people involved, but we were still able to get home safely. We will be better off with more comrades for our fight. 4 against an island. The shoelace skip, crazy stuff. I mean, it saves you a couple of seconds. And like, why untie them if you can just leave them tied and still slip in and out without much of a problem? And in his case, if you find it that annoying, that's the kind of tech you're looking for, man. And you already have like all this 3D printed like other stuff, you know? Surely some simple stuff like that is like first base, as they say. But yeah. If it's not going to interfere with our usual evasive actions, then I should probably think about increasing our numbers. But how would you actually go about increasing your numbers? I mean, you could always, like, check out the guillotine people and be like, hey. But those people are not virgins. How much can you really trust them? Because their social standing is completely fucked, right? Like, they've been punished with the guillotine already. Public humiliation and whatnot, right? So if they had the chance to be like, that guy right there is a virgin, and he has a limp dick, just to farm some gooby points with the SHO, surely some of them would take the opportunity, right? So I wonder what he's going to collab. Sounds interesting, sounds interesting. There's no way I would be able to do this alone. Nonetheless, I have an obligation to crush the perverted sex law. Also, now that I think about it, the old man is our ally as well, right? Do you think he has, like, fellow old people who would be our allies too? Who are funding our actions and organization and stuff? Because surely he could help out with that too. But I wonder.
インポだけが理由じゃないんだけどね。
Ah, yeah. Your impotence isn't the only reason, though. I look up. Asa is standing in the entryway, waiting to greet me. Huh?
ううんなんでもない
It's nothing. She shakes her head.
いつか言える日が来るといいね兄
I just hope you will be able to tell them someday, bro. / Annie. So he's not just a virgin fag and has erectile dysfunction, but there's a hidden third reason as well, that only his little sister is aware of. Naruhodo, naruhodo. There are yet more secrets to unravel or discover. She smiles, a mix of sadness and gentleness in her expression. Jajam. Today is a day off. And that is because it's the weekend. For me, that's still about 35 minutes away. But it's been like another 2 hours again today. So you know what's about to happen, man. Time to crank it and wank it and stuff or whatever. And with crank it, I mean the save button. Yippee! What? No way, man. What a nice fitting chapter title. The Onanist. On the day on, huh? The amount of coincidences today. Kind of sick, kind of sick. But yeah. From We Boned the Night into The Onanist. Yush. Episode 8 is done, I guess. And things are picking up even more now. Because apparently we're about to recruit some people. We just got a new member after just getting the whole base and everything and our whole organization, right? And I suppose next time we're going to be working on expanding our reach on the populace. Cha-cha! Or something along those lines. Not to make any weird predictions or anything, but I mean, it sounds like that's what's about to happen, right? Shouldn't be too crazy of a guess, really. But who knows? Who knows? But yeah. But yeah. That's that, I suppose. Title screen time.
抜きゲーみたいな島に住んでる私はどうすりゃいいですか
Yippee! I wonder when we're going to see her in a swimsuit as well, by the way. And when we're actually going to start picking up the fight with those 4 young ladies on the back here. Because all of them have appeared before, but only for like a couple of one-liners. And in fact, the one that we've seen the most of is the class rep, Incho, right? And she's not even on here. Instead, we have the number 2 in command. Oh, wait, no. The class rep is just the class rep, and she's the one that we've talked to the most. And then, I don't know your name, but you're the commander. You're actually the top G of the whole thing. Rank 1 and all that. And she's talked to us a couple of times to educate us on the dangers of stuff. And she's also doing the punishments and controls in school, so yeah. But then there's like the school president lady. I don't even know what those would be called actually. And her assistant, I think, and then also this other lady. But each of them has only appeared like once or twice so far, and yeah. But yesh. Back to my silly stupid scream. It's so cool. It's so ass and I'm so good. Why can't bro just take inspiration from all the VTuber girlies he's watching and just try and make something like that himself? I have to tism him. Please understand. Thank you. But yeah, anyway. Thank you, stream. Woo. Let's end Nukitashi episode 8. That's what happened. Next time, episode 8. Looking forward to it. Probably be on like Sunday, Monday. If not on those two, probably Tuesday or any of the following days. But yeah. But yes. Thanks for watch. Thanks for enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Comment what I can improve and stuff. Not that I'm gonna do that because that's probably gonna be a lot of effort, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. But that's it. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Right? Until then, have a good morning, day, night, weekend, whatever else is going on, perchance. I'll be enjoying the rest of my night, that's for sure. And then it's weekend time. And I'll be working on my clay stuff, probably. Because I haven't in the last 2 days, which kinda sucks. But yeah. Bye bye. Adios. Emke. Over and out.